Hey, it's been a while since I made one of these. I thought I'd give it another shot, but this time with car content. Stay tuned if you're into that. I have a 2002 BMW 330 Ci 5-speed manual, and today I'm installing a K&N cold air intake. So here's all that comes in the kit. It comes with this for the Maf sensor to pair this with this and the Maf sensor, and then it comes with the cone, heat shield, rubber thing that goes on top to keep the hot air from getting in from the engine bay, and a couple things of hardware. Should be pretty easy to install. Basically, all you need is a flathead extension, 10mm ratchet, and then a 4mm Allen. You're gonna have to remove the Maf sensor, this, the airbox, and the scoop. To remove the Maf sensor, use a flathead to pull up this little pin, and then it should just come right out, and then use the flathead to undo this clamp, and then it should just slide right off. I also forgot to mention you're going to need a pair of pliers to pull these little tabs out. You don't have to pull them out too far. Just pull it out slightly, just so the pin comes undone. And you can just wiggle it out of there. There you go. Then you just got to unplug this. Or, there you go. And then all you got to do is just pull it out. And then you got to pull out the airbox, which is held on by these two 10mm bolts. Basically, when you pull this one out, you could just put this one right back in, because we're not going to be using this hole. You're going to have to pull off the mass airflow sensor. There's just two little tabs on each side that you just pull out. To pull them out, all you got to do is just take a flathead and push a little bit. It should come right out. There you go. I also recommend putting the bolts back into their original positions, just so you remember where they are so you don't lose them. And next, you got to pull this thing up and undo this flathead to loosen it, and then just pull the boot out. You're gonna have to tug on it pretty hard because it's been stuck in there for the last 20 years. And then all I have to do is just pull or loosen these and just pull this out. All right, now that that's out, next thing we gotta do is unclip these, because this is where the heat shield is going to get mounted to. There you go. There you go. That was just disassembly, and now we start installing. And the first thing that goes in is this thing. You put it in with the K&N facing towards you, and then you plug this directly into this hole. With this little thing that comes in the hardware bag, you gotta stick this into here. It's actually a lot easier than I thought putting it in, so let's get this installed. Also, if you do not want to use a flathead to tighten these, you can use an 8mm, and it goes directly on top of it, and you can use a ratchet to tighten it. Tighten that down, take this thingy, and just plop it in like that. Also, make sure not to tighten this all the way, the clamp, because you're gonna have to maneuver this around when you put the heat shield in. Take the rubber grommet and put it around the top and run it down the side right here. All right, so I got it on. I had to do a little bit of trimming right here just to make it fit properly, and time to put this on the car. What you're gonna have to do next is pull this air scoop duct from the original airbox. So all you gotta do is just pull it a little bit, and it should come out just like that. And then this just goes directly onto that little hole right there. The duct should clip directly into the heat shield, and from there you take these 6mm nuts and washers, and you take this and you fit it so that the holes go on these two little studs. I'll be back once I finish that. Alright, so I got both of them in. This one was a little bit of pain in the butt to get in because I had to use a ratcheting 10mm to get it because I couldn't get it from the top. So what you're gonna do is take this thing and put it back on how it was, like so. After you put that back in, make sure to put the hose back into its spot. There you go. What you're gonna do next is take the mass airflow sensor and take the silicone tubing that they supplied you with, and then these two clamps. Yeah, this clamp and this clamp. Clamp the silicone on. Make sure to put the other clamp on and plug it in. I just realized the silicone hosing was on the wrong side, so make sure that it's on the right side. Where the arrow is pointing is basically where you put the silicone hosing. Alright, so this is in now. The Maf sensor is on, all tightened back there as well. The plug's back in, so now is just the final bit of assembly left. So what you do next is take this little bracket that comes in the kit, like so, and it comes with these two bolts right here, and then just put it in. I forgot to mention that there's another nut that comes, so it clamps. What you do next is take the air filter finally and just fit it onto the mass airflow sensor and tighten it. And just tighten it on there with a 8mm, I believe this is. Yep, this is an 8mm. And then just reconnect the mass airflow sensor, like so. And then just push the pin down and make sure it's snug. And then reinstall the scoop. And then just push the scoop back onto this. And then these 3 clips. There should be 4, I believe, but I broke the other one. Just put these in, and that's it. The install is done. Time to see how it sounds. And that's it for the install. Just make sure to clean everything up so you don't lose any tools. Also, do not forget to plug everything back in because I forgot to plug that back in. Everything else should be good though. Let's go for a test drive. She really needs to be clean though. Absolutely disgusting. One thing I would say with this intake is that my exhaust note sounds a little bit deeper. I don't, it's not any quicker at all. There's a lot more engine noise, which is absolutely great. But it's not really quicker at all. I wasn't really looking for power. I was just looking more for noise and more airflow because I'm going with catless headers and a tune that I already ordered. So if you're down to see that, it's upcoming pretty soon. Actually, I kind of lied when I said that there's no extra power, but I feel like over like 3,600 RPM, it feels a tiny bit more powerful. I mean, it's nothing special, but I don't know, it's more for the noise and more airflow. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully start posting more car content, so subscribe, like the video, have a good one.